serving as professor and head at Modern Institute of Pharmaceutical Sciences, Indore. He is also the president of Sparks India, promoting global collaboration in healthcare education and research, and serves as a visiting professor at Centro Scholar University, Philippines. With over 18 years of rich academic research and leadership experience, Dr. Jain has made remarkable contribution in pharmacology, toxicology, drug discovery, and application of human intelligence in healthcare. He holds multiple patents and copyright, has published more than 185 research papers, and has mentored several PhD scholars. So today, he will be delivering his expert talk on the topic Designing Drug and Medical Devices with Trust, Explainable AI for Human-Centric Healthcare Solutions. Sir, we are truly honored to have you with us today. I kindly invite you to begin your insightful session.
So thank you so much, Ms. Pallavi Sharma, ma'am, for nice introduction. And really, I'm very thankful to the chair of this particular international IFDP, our respected dynamic leaders, Dr. Pramanand Singh Chauhan, sir, for giving this wonderful opportunities for interaction with the young mind galaxy of intellectuals all over the globe. So really, I'm happy to share my thoughts on this human-centric AI, especially in pharmacy. So I'm very much thankful to the coordinator of this FDP, Dr. Paryand Sharma, sir. And yesterday I have attended inauguration ceremony, so I'm very thankful to Mr. Sachin Agrawal, sir, who's given a lot of insights during the inauguration ceremony. So once again, I'm very, very thankful to the respected P.S. Chauhan, sir. He's already taken initiative, always enriching the world with advanced technology. So really, I'm very, very thankful to Chauhan, sir, and all the team members, organizing committee members, ShriRam Group of Institution, Gwalior. So before going towards the session, I just would say this particular platform have something very uniqueness as we are combining this particular human-centric AI with the different field. So I really appreciate the initiative taken by Chauhan sir and team for bridging the gap in between the interdisciplinary that we are talking about always, right? So today I'm giving my session on especially in pharmacy, human-centric AI. So just give me a second. I am sharing my slides with you all. Yeah. Hope my slides are visible to everyone.
Yes, visible.
Okay. So once again, welcome to the world of latest trends. And as we are discussing on the human-centric AI, so it's really a very, very nice topic. And so today I will focus on the designing drugs and medical devices with the trust, explainable AI for human-centric healthcare solution. So my dear academician, researchers, scientists, we are here for the collaborations from the different field. Yesterday I have listened the speech of the our chief guests also that they have given a lot of examples about in the different field. So we must concentrate on that particular latest technology and don't be afraid with the AI that AI can replace us. AI is just a technology. So we need to understand. Dr. Chauhan has taken a great initiative as they have entered a topic in a clearly that is human-centric AI. Always we need like some human support for the verification of data. If we are talking about the ethical consideration in the different aspects, especially we are talking about the medicine, drug discovery, and medical devices. As being a healthcare professionals, I'm very much concern about the safety of medication, ethical consideration in the medications. That is more important. If we are using AI anywhere, we need some kind of ethical data. AI is basically a tools which is depends on the output, and output is coming on the basis of data as an input, right? So we have to concentrate on the AI, especially in terms of input variables from where we are collecting the data that must be authentic in nature, that must be pure in the nature, so that we can go for the proper output. As we have seen in COVID-19 pandemic, that was the era from where AI is generated, especially playing a major significance role, especially in drug discovery and pharmaceutical science and medical science also. If we are talking about the diagnostic part, we are playing a major role, especially in medical devices also. So we need to understand how we can implement that AI. Now, what is the definition of AI? Classification of AI is over now, right? Now we have to discuss on the part that is basically related to the execution part and ethical consideration. Maybe we are talking about the manufacturing in pharmacy management or maybe in other allied fields also, right? So today we'll focus how we can implement AI, especially in drug discovery and medical sciences, and how we can give proper inputs in the medical devices. It's a need of para. So we have to discuss this particular things, issue related to ethical consideration. As I'm visiting professor in Philippines, I'm teaching toxicology there. So everyone has the concern how we can implement ethical AI. We are talking about the toxicity, safety, efficacy, and maybe speed up of the drug discovery can be achieved by the application of AI. But how and in a better way if we are going for the consideration of ethical point of view. So what is the basically significance of AI now? If India become fourth largest economy of the world, and soon we will become third largest economy of the world, because now India become pharmacy of the world, my dear friend. So we need to understand the tagline. This is the respect given by WHO, World Health Organizations, that now India's booming pharmaceutical industry is not only a great source of innovation and employment generation, but it has also become a global healthcare provider. During the COVID-19 pandemic, we all have seen India has shown exemplary work on international cooperation by sending valuable medicines to many countries. And just because of vaccination mastery, now India become pharmacy of the world. This means a lot to all of us. Why I'm saying that India become pharmacy of the world, this is not a line, this is a respect. This is the responsibility from WHO and other global players, regulatory bodies, those who are believing on the India for providing quality medicine with ethical consideration, less toxicity and less adverse effect. So if you are using AI is a tool. Ultimately, all of you have to use this particular AI. Human-centric AI is very, very necessary. If we are talking about the safety and efficacy of medicine, we must concentrate on the ethical consideration in the data as input variables for machine learning, for NPL and all, so that we can process a proper medication and we can predict the target, the medicine, whatever we need. So we need to understand where we are going and how we are going in a better way. So India is now world renowned for its pharma innovation, for producing high quality medicine at low cost. So now this is the duty of Indian pharmaceutical industries, medical devices company to provide medicines and medical device not to India only. We have to supply these medicine and medical devices to all over the world, as now we become pharmacy of the world. So this is the need. With the help of AI, we can speed up the drug discovery process. We can manufacturing the medical devices with the proper integration, verification, monitoring, and all. So everyone has the equal responsibility, whether we are in the management field, whether we are in the engineering field, whether we are in the pharmacy or medical or healthcare society, right? So AI, especially human-centric AI, playing a major role. Now, AI intelligence is transforming pharmaceuticals from discovery by chance to discovery by design, right? In previous era, we have seen generally drug discovery required so many phases like preclinical and clinical, it's required almost 14 to 15 years. This was, I'm talking about the previous era. But now with the help of advanced technology, now we can complete this drug discovery process within 8 years, right? So AI can give predictions about the target and receptor, how we can search the better candidate. Even with the help of this particular AI, we can remove the poor candidate from the research. Why? Assuming the data, whatever we are putting in here and there, we can make an algorithm how the scientist has done this particular drug discovery in previous era. So AI is not just accelerating drug development, it is redefining how medicine are discovered, tested, and delivered. So in the future pharmaceutical industry, data is the fuel, my dear friend, and AI is the brand. So we need to understand that data is a fuel, but with the help of human and the human brain, we can go for the human-centric AI. So that is very, very essential, especially in case of medicine. Because AI cannot make medicine, but AI can give predictions about the target, receptor, disease, etiology, pathophysiology, right? But ultimately, we need scientists, we need some academician and researchers, those who can use their brain with the AI integration so that we can enable a smarter drug discovery, safer clinical trials, personalized patient care, and all. So artificial intelligence empowers scientists to make faster, evidence-based decision across the life cycle. As you are seeing, there are many drugs, many medicines in the different category. If we are treating hypertension, diabetes, maybe arthritis, cancers, there are so many medicines coming day by day. So we need to understand that why we are going for this particular things. Now, as the theme of this international FDP is explainable AI for human-centric healthcare solution. So now we will focus on the theme. So explainable AI for human-centric healthcare solution refers to the development and use of artificial intelligence system in healthcare that provide transparent, interpretable, understandable decision-making process. Means if we are using any data, if we are going for the any prediction, the data must be transparent in nature, must be collaboration, must be understandable in decision-making process. So ensuring that clinician, patients, regulators can trust, validate, and effectively use AI-driven outputs. So this is very, very important, right? In Google's, everything is available, but we need to check, we need to verify the data is authentic or not. The data is coming from which source. Source is very, very important as input variables. Then only we can predict better predictions and all, right? So it combines, basically, we are talking about the human-centric AI. So that must be explainability, means AI models clearly show why and how a decision or a prediction was made. Means evidence, right? Example highlighting key biomarkers, imaging regions, and molecular descriptors. Second one is this human-centric design. So again, AI systems are designed around the needs, safety, ethics, and workflow of patient and healthcare professionals. So that is called human-centric design. Means generally it's not happen that whatever we are thinking that is feasible, that is something very innovative, but we must concentrate on the socio-economic output. Means if we are making any drug discovery, any things that we need to understand how we can go for in a better way, right? Then trust and accountability with decisions are auditable, must be. Then bias aware and aligned with clinical and regulatory standards. So these are the three things which we need to discuss about the explainable AI. So I hope that is clear to everyone, right? Now we're coming to the next one. If we're talking about the components, different components, so key components about the human-centric AI, that they will cover transparent algorithm, right? If we are talking about the medicine, interpretable predictions, there will be a like predictions must be interpreted with the observations. Clinician in the loop systems, ethical and bias-aware design, regulatory compliance, and validation. So these are the some key points which we have to cover if we are talking about the human-centric AI, especially in the drug discovery and medical healthcare system, right? So why it matters in healthcare, especially in drug discovery, diagnostic devices, medical devices, black box AI models can risk patient safety. And explainable AI ensures about improved clinical confidence, better regulatory approval chances, reduce medico-legal risk, and enhance patient trust. So this is something which is related to the human-centric AI. As we are using ChatGPT, Gemini, and all, right? They can give any data. If you will ask negative things, they will give in a negative way. If we will ask as a positive, they will give as a positive way because they contain lots of data, my dear friend. But if we are making medicine, that is quite different from other field. We cannot make medicine on the basis of AI predictions only. Always we have to use our heart. AI is just using a brain only. But whenever we are using our heart will not say to produce any medicine which can have toxicity, adverse effect on the human being. Am I right or wrong? So we need to understand how we can implement this particular AI in an ethical way. And now globally, we are discussing how we can go for the ethical challenges. Now we are seeing so many cyber crime and all. So it's very difficult to understand. When either both countries are also creating some software applications, they can come up in the data. And on that basis, we cannot say this particular things will be better or not. But with the help of AI, we can select some candidate, and on that particular drugs or medicine, we can work in a lab, in a research lab, in a clinical trials organization, and we can assure about the safety. So again, it will enhance the patient trust. If we are using human-centric AI in the drug discovery. So now we are coming, AI is again revolutionizing the clinical trials. So clinical trials is basically and pharmacovigilance. These are the two basic field which required in drug approval process anywhere in the world, right? So there are many regulatory bodies like WHO, CDSCO, and many countries have their own specific regulatory bodies for the conduction of clinical trials and pharmacovigilance. So AI, advanced technologies, machine learning, deep learning, natural language processing, digital twins, wearable devices, Internet of Medical Things, that is IoMT. Blockchain are enriching trial efficacy, ensuring secure and transparent data management. So data is available everywhere, right? Now we are in the era of Gen Z, so everybody is using mobile, live phones and all. So data is not a big deal, my dear friend. But we need to understand from where we can get authentic data, authentic information for making pure algorithm. Now in Indian pharma industry, we're talking about in India. So is my proud to say that greenfield industry is where the sun never sets, right? There are four essential things in our life: roti, kapra, and makan. And the fourth one, that is medicine. Now everywhere, every home, we can see the box of medicine. Somebody is suffering from maybe diabetes, cancer, maybe arthritis. So it's all common, right? So we have to purchase medicine. So medicine is definitely is a need of era for every human being, right? Because we are seeing the changes in the lifestyle, food and all, and then we are talking about the quality of the food and trends. So definitely the things will come. So touches every human life and creates wealth for the beautiful world. So India is 13th in the sales value and third in the volume numbers for the drug production and supply. Now as we become pharmacy of the world, again, this is the responsibility of each and every Indians. Those who are working in Indian pharmaceutical industries, medical devices or healthcare, they need to focus on the safety because this is the value, this is the reputations of the India. And as we are growing fast and soon we will become third largest economy of the world. And believe me, trust me, pharmacy and healthcare field is playing a major role for becoming this particular fourth, and now we will become third very soon. So AI is repeatedly transforming clinical trials and research, offering numerous benefits like improved efficiency, reduce costs, and faster time for market of new therapies. Right? As we have seen in COVID-19 pandemic, India was the one that who have made vaccine in a large quantity, has given to a lot of country. That's why we are talking to each other, right? But that was happened within 1.5 year because that was the biggest medical emergency, international, globally, right? So we have reduced the time, that is 1.5 year. Otherwise, it will take 7 years. So all the international regulatory bodies, right? So we need to discuss on that. Now we are talking about the Indian pharmaceutical industries, often called the pharmacy of the world, is a significant global player valued around 55 USD 55 billion. This is a current market, my dear friend, and projected to reach USD 120 to 130 billion by 2030, with the exports contributing a substantial portion of its revenue. So as you are seeing, the growth of Indian pharmaceutical industries is moving so fast. Now we can see the number of companies, that is almost India comprise over 3,000 pharma companies and 10,500 drug manufacturing facilities. Indian pharmaceutical industries already have third largest in the world in terms of value and 11 by the value, that is now 13. So you can see the tremendous growth in this particular field. So again, I'm requesting each and everyone, those who are saying that AI can replace us. AI cannot replace us, but AI can give some speed up in the drug discovery. And as a tool, we have to adopt this AI technology. But again, requesting each and everyone as we are making medicine, if we are using in medical field, because now we are able to save the life of many persons with the help of this medicine. So we cannot neglect the ethical consideration, ethical issues related to the data, right? From where you are taking. You can see the growth, tremendous. That is implantable medical devices market is going fast. Global industries analysis, you can see the forecast growth 2024 to 2032. That you can see the market will grow at the CAGR of 6.7%. So it's a big market, my dear friend. So with the help of these technology, we can speed up the process, we can speed up the drug discovery, we can make medical devices with the help of these particular things. And especially we are talking about the prediction. AI can give predictions that whatever you are thinking in your mind, is it right or wrong? But again, we need to verify. Because in pharmacy, in healthcare science, if we are using the word science, that always need experiments. On the basis of data, we cannot say this particular thing will be good or bad, right? So we can reduce the number of candidates for the clinical trials or pharmacovigilance study. But again, we need to do experiment as a science fraternity. You can see the number of medical devices are coming day by day, and it's a big market. And here we are using AI tools, Human-Centric AI. So it's again depends on the data. So smart glasses, we are using fitness band, pacemakers, glucometers, intel sensors, biomechanical soles, neurostimulators, well implants, pacemaker, neurological stimulator, insulin pump, and artificial knee. So this is the advantage of technology, right? In previous era, this kind of facilities was not available. Now we can check our glucose level at home. Now we can check our heartbeat, BP at home. This is possible because of this technology. So we cannot see, we cannot avoid the technology, right? We have to implement. We cannot far away from this technology. We have to adopt this technology. With the help of this technology, we can move forward. But apart from the speed, again, we have to think about the safety, efficacy, and ethical consideration in each and every step so that we can make something for the mankind of. Now you can see the AI/ML assisted POCT devices we are using everywhere if we are talking about the diagnosis, treatment, monitoring, and safety, right? There are many things which you can see. The wearable, minimally invasive, and implantable medical devices we are using everywhere in the hospital, healthcare industries also. But I'm completely agree that in diagnosis part, we are moving so fast with this technology. Now we have target test scan. We can see the anomalies in the fetus if their liver, pancreas, or maybe kidneys are not normal. So with the help of that target scan at the month of the fifth month, we can clearly see that if your kidney is not okay, if your liver is not okay, we can start fetal medicine and we can completely get the fit after 9 months. So these are the advantage in the diagnosis now if we are seeing in the MRI, CT scan, right? So we have good capacity machines and they are easily diagnosis in that particular domain where the cells, tissue, condition where they are lacking, right? So modeling is very easy. Treatment is very on the basis of diagnosis. And prevention is better than cure. That means if you are going for the proper diet also. So now you can see the basically we are using AI everywhere, right? But especially in medical and healthcare sector, is very, very difficult because regulatory challenges in the global pharmaceutical industries, because pharmaceutical industries operate in a highly regulated environment, right? With the different countries having their own studies policy for drug approval, quality assurance, and safety standards. Like you can see the various different regulatory body. If we are talking about the UK, that is MHRA. If we are talking about the USA, that is US FDA. TGA for Australia, CDCO for India. So many. We are talking Health Canada, MCC South Africa, and Visa for Brazil, and KFTA for Korea. So many regulatory guidelines for the different countries. So we need to understand the requirement. On that basis, we can change the things according to the requirement. So with the help of GMNAI and other human-centric AI, we can have the data that what are the requirement from the different regulatory bodies. And if we have so many data, we can analyze easily with the help of AI tools. So that is no doubt about it. This is the utilization of the AI. Within a short period of time, we can have the conclusions from the bulk data. Now we're talking about a very interesting. So everywhere we need skills manpower. Degree is a piece of paper. Degree is basically required for the entering into the different field. But there is a value of skilled manpower everywhere. We're talking about the management, engineering, pharma, maybe in allied sciences and all. So everyone need skills manpower. Skills means what technologies are coming nowadays, and every industry is born to save the time and money. Am I right or wrong? So this is the need of the current era. If we are not going with the technologies like AI, human-centric AI, maybe Gemini, many, many things, right? In pharmacy, we are using CAD, computer design software, molecular docking since long. If we are not able to understand this technology, we cannot save the time of like company. We cannot save the money for company. Why we are going to repeat the things again and again? If AI is giving some predictions on which basis we can remove the poor candidate from the research. Always we need to choose the optimized candidate. We can choose the lead compound for the clinical trials and all. In previous era, millions of dollars we have wasted in the hit and trial method because that time there was no technology. But now technology is available. They can give predictions. They are very helpful to save the time and money. So industries require these people, those who can save the money as well as the time for the drug discovery, right? Means they need smart skills manpower. So we need to understand their requirement. If we will not understand, definitely we have to suffer for in terms of good positions and money and all, right? In package. So the need for pharmacists and experts everywhere, bridging the skills gap through education and training. So sustainability, this is my favorite one. And if you're talking about the United Nations 17 goals, they're basically looking for the sustainability in everywhere, and especially in the drug discovery. So sustainability in drug discovery is very crucial due to the high environmental and financial costs associated with the development of new medicine. AI offers solution that can reduce wastage, means poor candidate, optimize resource use, and enhance the overall efficacy of the drug discovery process. The integration of AI in medical and pharmaceutical sciences has been instrumental in addressing the challenges posed by the COVID-19 pandemic. Because after COVID-19 pandemic, now India become pharmacy of the world. So we have a good manpower, but again, we need technology for to speed up the drug discovery and fulfillment of the ethical and safe medicines for the entire world, not for India only, right? So again, I'm saying this is the big responsibility. And being Indian, as we have EI, emotional intelligence, we have a very beautiful heart. So Indians will not do never wrong things with the medicine, right? Nobody will like want that medicine must be having some side effect, adverse effect, or maybe some toxicity, right? So Indian have that beautiful AI. So that's why most of the MNC multinational companies are ready to conduct their clinical trials in India because of genetic variations, because of like easily available of human volunteers. So again, this is the responsibility of Indian pharmaceutical industries, Indian research scientists, that we have to focus on the safe medicine. And this is the example of sustainability, right? With the help of AI, we are talking some new molecule and we made this. And after 6 months, if somebody is going in a very trouble, like so many side effect, adverse effect, that cannot be acceptable, right? So we cannot go for the shortcut, especially we are talking about the drug discovery. So we can use AI, but proper ethical consideration, and we need to check the authenticity of that data from where it's coming, and we need to check by the practical experiments on that particular domain. We cannot go for with the 5,000, but at least we can check 50 compound before going to the clinical trials. So this was the 2020. We have seen a lot of changes after COVID-19 pandemic. Now everyone is thinking for the quality life, right? They're ready to bear the expenses, but they want to buy the quality medicine. So again, we need to understand this. So pharmacy of the world, again, I'm saying recent innovation, robust domestic manufacturing, increasing R&D investments, leveraging digital technologies like human-centric AI, strong emphasis on quality control to maintain its position as a reliable global supplier of medicine. So being a pharmacy officer, being a pharmacy person, being a pharmacologist and toxicologist, this is my and entire community duties that we have to focus on the 5 hours. We have to produce a right medicine, right drugs, right for a right patient, at right dose for a right route and right time. So this is called the compliance, and the global pharmacovigilance market is going so fast. You are seeing the growth of the Indian pharmaceutical industries. I basically belongs to the modern group of institution where we have our three on pharmaceutical industries. So we are seeing the growth that day by day we are going for the good export, but we are focusing on the quality medicine. So yeah, in pharmacovigilance and clinical research, definitely it is basically cloud-based AI platforms and automation of regulatory submissions is so fast now, and minimum and promote green sustainable drug development practices. So this is very complicated, my dear friend. From this particular flow diagram, you can understand how much time we required for the drug discovery process. It's very easy to take medicine within a second, but you cannot feel the pain that our scientists, our research mentors, our industry persons are taking for making this medicine. It's required almost 6 to 7 years, but very easy to take medicine within a second. So in each and every steps, we required so many consideration as far as safety of medicine is concerned. So this is basically a AI model. So again, I'm saying that is input variables is very important for making algorithm. So we are collecting the data from DNA, RNA, clinical variables from the medical records, maybe from the hospitals, software engineers, we are going for the output. So basically it's content data. So if anybody is going for the treatment of diabetes or they are interested to make some new medicine, maybe for diabetes, maybe for hypertension, maybe for cancer, they can use AI as a predictive model, right? On that basis, they can define whether they are going in a wrong way or right way. So this will save your time and money as well. So AI can also be used to identify compounds that could be ungradable targets. So basically AI is helpful, especially in the target identification, means where drug will going to bind in the body. So that is very, very important. Now we are coming with the very interesting one, that is toxicology in drug discovery. And AI is helping in a various ways, so that we need to understand this. And this is very basically useful for the sustainability of the compound also. As we are made up of the chemicals and we consistently interact with the chemicals made by the nature and man, right? Now we are seeing the various cases of the cancer, although they are not taking alcohol, not doing smoking and all. But it's happened with the vegetables also, it's happened with the like fruits also, because we are using many fertilizers in that particular part, and these chemicals can be poisonous. So all chemicals have the ability to be toxic, right? So whatever we are making in terms of medicine, whatever we are using as a part of chemicals, excipients, we need to check the toxicity of the compound. We must breathe, right? We must drink, we must eat chemicals to stay alive. So the air we breathe is a mixture of chemicals, water, milk, beverages, everywhere we have the chemicals. So you can see the perfect example of vitamin C. Nobody can think about it that vitamin C can cause kidney stone. But here you can see the clear picture. If you are using very little, that is essential for biochemistry. If we are using 50 mg, that is the daily requirement for physiology. And if you are using 500 mg, that is for the common cold, that is called pharmacology of that particular vitamin C. But if you are using above, slowly it may cause kidney stone. Nobody can think about that the toxicity can be happen with the vitamin C. So excess of anything is bad, right? So whenever we are making any medicine, we need to discuss on the quantity or the dose, whatever we are using, especially in the drug discovery process. So this is again a very, very important one that we want to discuss on this platform. As you are seeing, with the help of AI, we can understand that is rational of targeting, especially we are facing in the cancer. So with the help of AI tools, we can predict the non-target site and target size. According to that, we can prepare a medicine. Now, no doubt about it, with the help of our technologies, we are able to diagnose cancer in early stage, and we can start treatment, and we can completely cure that particular cancer. We can especially prolong the life of cancer patient. If we are talking about the previous era, there was so difficulty, but now we have chemotherapy, immunotherapy, antibody, lasers, and all, right, robotic surgery. So these are basically depend on the AI integration modules also. You can see the concept of targeting. This is again a AI models for the proper understanding, which is shared by our Professor Vyasa. So does other matter how they can enter into the blood vessels and how they are going to treat the cancer, right? So if you are going for the medicines, if you are doing targeting the target cell, normal cells, so we need to make a target, right? Targeted medicine so that they will only kill the cancerous cells, not normal. And if normal cells will not destroy, there will be less side effect. Like we are seeing the hair loss after using the chemotherapy for the treatment of cancer. So we need to understand these concepts. So AI can give predictions, right? So tumor targetings like this, you can see the clear picture. If we are finding the proper receptor in body, then drug will bind and will give action. If there is no receptor, drug will remove and there will be no side effect. So this is called modeling. This is called targeting. This is called target identification. So if we are showing to the research scholar students what you want, right? Sometimes it is very difficult to explain, right? But if you're seeing something through eyes as a part of this things, you can easily think ki what I want to say, right? So apart from the visualization effect, which is created by the AI, augmented AI, it's very easy to understand what we want from our researchers or maybe like. So no winding, no side effect. If we are going for the proper killing the cancerous cells by proper identification of the receptor. So phase of clinical trials is so complicated. Everywhere we are using now AI, especially monitoring in the different phases. So this is the fundamental of clinical trials, which we have to conduct on the drug discovery. Preclinical, safety, third and fourth phases are here. So we'll not go in the deep because I know that we have experts from the different fields. How many times we have for this presentation, Pallavi?
Sir, till 8:15, 8 to 8:15 you have.
Okay, thank you. Okay. So in clinical trials, we have a different phase, and regulatory bodies are so much strict, right? So again, if we are using anything from the human-centric AI, again, we need to verify the data. Again, we need to consideration of the ethical consideration in the different phases. So this is all about the clinical trials, and everywhere we are using the AI modules for the predictions of like this dose ranging, drug efficacy, therapeutic effect, long-term effect, and all. These are the some software. Again, I am saying Google data can give anything, any information, whatever you will ask, but we cannot rely on the Google, right? Because Google is a search engine and it collect all the informations from everywhere. This is our responsibility to check the data integrity, authenticity in terms of input variables. So here you can see some examples of the different software, whatever we are using in as a AI in drug discovery, that is AppGo. So it's basically responsible for aggregating the synthesized information, like combines new RNA sequencing, then Phenomic AI structure to understand the disease mechanism, and atom bias tuber when the revive mate is generating novel drug candidates. So these are the some software which contain actual informations of the pharmaceutical industries. So many software. This is just I'm giving examples. Bioinformatics is basically we are using since long. This is the course which are using since long. So bioinformatics is a branch of science that basically integrated the computer science, mathematician, statistics, chemistry, engineer for analysis, exploration, integration, and exploitation of biological science data in research and development. So here you can see the perfect example, which is taken by Chauhan sir as a multi or maybe interdisciplinary research. So you can see we are using the integrate the computer science, also engineer, mathematician, statistician, chemistry person, engineer for actually extract the information related to the biological science. So bioinformatics deals with the storage, analysis, interpretation of biological data. This is the perfect thing which I want to discuss with you all by artificial intelligence and the drug discovery. So with the help of this, especially if we are talking about the data, sequencing analysis, medical bioinformatics, gene expression, computational biology, genomics, proteomics. As you know, all that our body is so complicated, which is made up by the cells. And group of cells are making group of tissue, and group of tissues are making organ. So everywhere we are seeing the effect of genomics, proteomics, transcriptomics, because central dogma of life is DNA to RNA and RNA to protein. That is transcription and translation, right? So if we are talking about the medicine, we need to understand these things. And on the basis of data, we can easily identify the target. Optimization of the targets is depend on the experiments that we need to do again and again. So you can see the role of AI and ML in clinical trials. So now regulatory submission, that is OTAMP, CSR automation, data analysis, interpretation analysis, data management. So basically AI is moving forward the submission, study design, and it will help in the trial management also like site selection, patient enrollment, risk-based monitoring, and chatbots also. So top 7 applications of AI in clinical trials, or maybe we can say in drug discovery, that is early disease detection, patient recruitment, personalized medicine, and biomarker discovery. Everywhere now using the software applications, some software to getting all the information. To speed up drug development, what are the clinical trials, clinical data capturing, transforming clinical trial imaging also is so fast and prediction is so easy. with the help of these diagnostic technologies. So you can see the market which is using by the AI. So every multinational company is now using AI tools for the market analysis, market research, and we are seeing the exceptional growth in this particular field. So challenges of using AI in clinical trials, there's a lack of high quality data. The privacy and security concern is more important, and regulatory and ethical consideration is somewhat very difficult, especially for getting drug approval because they have different guidelines from the law. So role of AI in the improved drug safety, especially if we are talking about the pharmacovigilance, reliable monitoring, automated adverse event reactions. Now we can see the analysis of the data on the different field, right? We have a different set of the things in India also. We are communicating to the Uppsala Monitoring Center, Sweden, and on that basis, they can give the proper interactions. So this is all about the AI drug cycle. Challenges again, I'm seeing this is privacy concern about the data, curated data, structured data, data quality is a big concern, machine learning algorithm. If data is good, then only we can adopt the good algorithm. So this is how a human integrated eye. So we can take data input as a medical literature from patient record, clinical notes, social media, FDA seeds, product label, and the data is going in that different way and on the LPO. बंद कर दोगे. So AI is different artificial intelligence. So approaches for target identification with the help of like different sexes, phenotypic, genetic based approaches. Why and drug discovery? We are going for the animal replacement, molecular modeling. We are using applications, healthcare. So everywhere we are using these tools. In healthcare system analysis, patient care, now we are seeing the various apps where you can record your BP, sugar level, and you can analysis 1 month data. So these are the some good approaches we are using in the medical and healthcare sciences. You can see the artificial intelligence in the different pharma. So these are the very, very big company like AstraZeneca, Atom Bios, Cloud Pharmaceuticals, Pfizer and all. They all are using AI, especially by application in drug discovery, by technology in machine learning, by offering hardware, software services also. So this is very, very man important issues which we need to focus, right? So multidisciplinary capability, responsibility and accountability must be here. If we are using AI data, everyone must be accountable and responsible for it. It must be bias and discriminatory. Strengthening based partnerships also, security and privacy also we need to concern. Market research is very, very important to reduce risk, fully understand your customer and stakeholders, right? Whatever we are making in drug discovery, we need to understand the market, right? If we are making medicine for this year, that will not run in last after maybe after 5 years. So we need to check the market research, fine tune your valuable positions, avoid putting time and money and other resources into a product or service that no one wants to buy. So that we need to understand. So this is our Health Minister of DCGI, Dr. Rajeev Singh Raghuvanshi. Salute to both the good figures of the Indian pharmaceutical industries. Now India having a good reputation globally for producing safe medicine. So really, I salute all the Indian pharmaceutical industry, paternity, regulatory bodies. They are making hard and they are very strict for producing safe medicine for the globe. If we are thinking about the beautiful world, we need to focus on the quality medicine with proper safety. So these are the some websites from where we can get the actual informations as input variables, that how many clinical trials are coming, how they're showing. So this is the overview by pharmacovigilance. You can see the busy flow axis. You all depend on the AI integrated systems. You can see the different area reactions, adverse effect reporting in the different category. And on that basis, we can design our new research molecule and APIs. So area reporting, now we are seeing the reduction is going after 2024. So again, So Indian Pharmaceutical Pharmacopoeia Commission is basically responsible for producing all kind of informations. PBPI is going in a very good way. We have so many centers and we are regularly monitoring the safety and efficacy of the medication which are launching in the market. So surveillance is now very strict, especially from the CDSCO and PBPI. So these are the some software we are using in different parts, like for searching the information. So some are paid, some are free. We can at least try on that point, so we can have some idea about the software tools. So ultimately, must have skills for pharma candidates to get an industry job. So ultimately, we have to focus on the skills part. These are some glimpses I have made sometimes with the DCGI, Dr. Rajiv Singh Raghuvanshi sir, and he said only one thing: don't go for the manipulation, go for the proper compliance if you want to produce a safe medicine for the beautiful world. So again, this is the vision of everyone must be the world in which people are free from all disease, right? But I know this is not possible because now globally we have different kinds of, but again, being a pharmacy professionals, I'm assuring about the quality medicine, safety medicine, and I will promote this concept. And I would like to give one message on this platform that please believe me, AI cannot replace us, but AI is a technology, so we have to adopt this. And if we are focusing on the human-centric AI, this will be helpful for us. So this is the visit in the Philippines. We have meted with the different forum. So they have a lot of respect for the Indian pharmaceutical industries, Indian pharmacists, pharmacy officers, that we are connecting with the heart and we are trying to make a good medicine with low toxicity and side effect. So safety first. This is the mantra of Indian pharmaceutical industries. So this is all about from my sides. So thank you so much once again for this wonderful opportunities for interaction with the galaxy of intellectuals from all over the globe. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir, for that highly informative and thought provoking session. Your insights into explainable AI and its role building trust in healthcare technology have truly enriched our understanding. Now, we shall move towards the technical sessioning questions. I request all the participants to kindly raise their virtual hands and ask their queries and questions.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Yes, good evening, Dr. Pushpa Nagi ma'am. Yes, please.
Yeah, a very wonderful session, sir. Actually,
Thank you.
basically, I'm a chemist. I'm a
Okay.
chemistry teacher. So,
Mm.
not indulge into that pharma word purely,
Okay.
but being a chemist, I have to deal with the some synthesis of nanomaterials, nanoparticles, and
Mm.
to some extent evaluation of these nanoparticles to check the efficacy in terms of like antimicrobial and anti-cancerous activity.
Yes, ma'am.
So, because I'm not tech like sound in AI, machine learning, all these tools. So, could you please suggest any very uh, uh, base level tool which I can use for my that research purpose, where I can have some idea about how the molecule will behave when it goes into the bacterial cells or in that different kind of cancerous cell lines to start
Yeah.
with.
Thank you. Thank you so much for a nice question, Dr. Nagi, madam. Basically, you are a chemist and you are playing a major role because I already told you that chemicals can be poisonous. Any chemicals can be poisonous, but this is the matter of quantity and dose, right? So, being a chemist, you must concentrate on the quantity, whatever we are taking for the manufacturing of medicine or any formulations, right? If we are talking about the AI tools, so we are using since long, that is molecular modeling, CAD, computer aided drug design, and docking. These three things are very, very essential. If you can learn these three softwares. I think hope you know about it. So molecular docking and can give a clear picture about the possible drug-drug interaction, drug excipient interaction, how they can interact and how they can produce a molecule which having safety, efficacy, or maybe toxicity. As I am teaching toxicology for cosmetic science students of the Philippines Central Scholar University, believe me, they are thinking about the toxicity in cosmetics. And cosmetic industries is very big. Globally have a big market, everyone using a cosmetic for a long-term use, right? So if we are taking any chemicals for a short term, it may not cause any acute effect, acute toxicity. But if you are using something for a long term, maybe like for the treatment of cancer, maybe hypertension, maybe diabetes. These are the chronic disorder, right? So we need to check the toxicity, especially chronic toxicity for 6 months. And then only we can produce safe medicine, right? That is called reverse pharmacology. So before going for the making any formulation, if we are mixing any chemicals, if we are using any chemicals, and if you want to produce a safe chemicals entirety, we need to check the toxicity first. So this is my message on this global platform about your questions. But we may use three softwares: docking, molecular modeling, and computer-aided drug design. They will give prediction about the biological activity possible biological activity on the basis of functional group. Thank you. I hope I'm clear your
Yeah,
doubts.
sir. Yes, thank you for these, nice suggestions. But one more thing that I would like to ask, like the docking, if we are going with the docking, so
Yes.
how effective is that 100% whatever, output we are getting through
See,
that,
देखिए, again I'm
software
saying
tool?
AI or if we are talking about the docking and all, these are the some software which can give some prediction. But again, we need to verify these
Okay.
predictions, right, by creating some experiments on that. But with the help of technology, we can remove the poor candidate from the research. There is no need to do work on all the candidates, but we can go for the lead compound, whatever we are selecting on the basis of docking. So this is the advantage of AI.
Okay, okay. So first we have to go with the docking, like
Yes.
interaction of the cells
Huh.
to particular site, like as per the amino acids are concerned. Then
Yes, ma'am.
later on this we can go for the cell lines activity, MTT cell
Yes,
lines and
yes,
other cell
yes.
lines activity.
As we have seen
Okay,
in
fine.
bioinformatics also, we can give prediction on the basis of genomics, transcriptomics, proteomics. So we have some protein sequencing also. So on that basis, we can predict a good candidate lead compound for the further study. There is no need to do study on all candidates, all compounds, all drug chemicals, but we can optimize the things with the help of this technology because they will give algorithm on the basis of data already available in the research tools and all. So this will help you a lot.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you so much. Welcome.
Dr. Jain. Hi, my name is Madhvi. Just a quick
Yes, ma'am.
question. So, just like you mentioned about the cosmetics and their side effects,
Yes.
piggybacking to that, I wanted to ask from your pharmacology background, research background, how often are the fillers cause of side effects, and why is that not a normal practice to list all of them? And going back to um, the cosmetics, most of them don't come with ingredients listed on the packaging. Uh, and some of them can have very toxic chemicals in them, which people are not aware of.
Yeah. Thank you, Dr. Madhvi. And for a nice question, as I am dealing with this particular toxicology in cosmetics since last 4 years, and I really appreciate the concern from the Philippines government. They have implemented this toxicity study. Chandrasekhar, please. Yeah. So in cosmetics, actually, we are seeing the mixture of chemicals, mixture of ingredients is very high, right? So in cosmeceuticals, if we are talking about the shampoo, maybe like some other preparations, creams, lotion, everywhere using, we are so many chemicals. The people have a misconception in the society that herbals, maybe some like organic compounds or maybe some other compounds are not toxic. right? But if we are talking about the cosmetics, because they contain variety of chemicals and they can interact with each other. Again, there's a matter of quantity, whatever we are using. And most of the chemicals are listed in the like different regulatory bodies also. We can search on the chemical dictionary directory also. The what quantity is basically permitted for which formulation. We are making like shampoo, cream, mascara. There are many preparations and we need to check the acute toxicity, sensitivity, or even we can go for the chronic toxicity study. Sometimes what happens, Madhvi, that maybe use of chemicals for a week or a month, it may not cause any toxicity in the body. But if you're using for a long time, there are many cosmetic formulations are now responsible for infertility. Can you believe it? Because these chemicals are going into the deep in the blood vessels. If you're applying something on the skin, but slowly it is going to cross your epidermis, dermis, and subcutaneous, and finally it is going into the blood. So slowly it is going to kill your organs and it is going to create a cancer. Now, skin cancer is very common. Those who are using some chemicals which are incorporated in the different cosmetic formulations, maybe they are not causing any acute toxicity study. But if we are using for a long time, and definitely we are using for a long time, if we are talking about the cream powder, every day we are using it, right? But slowly they are going to create some chronic toxicity. So this is the alarming situation for each and everyone, as this is international IFDP. So on this platform, I would say that everyone must focus on the toxicity, especially chronic toxicity of each and every chemicals, whatever we are using for making cosmetic formulation, nutraceuticals, or maybe medicine. So this is the duty of everyone that we need to focus on the safety first. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr.
Thank you so much.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, good evening. Good evening.
So myself, Dr. Murahari. Actually, a small doubt about 3D printing technology is used to pharmaceutical industry.
Yes,
Please
yes.
suggest me.
Yes, actually, we have attended the one FDP about the 3D printing technology. It's basically a predictions which I have shown in the cancers also. In 3D printing technology, you can see your target, means receptor where your drug will going to bind, right? So you can see with the help of 3D printing about the structure of that receptor, because all drugs depend on the interaction with the receptor, then only they can give proper therapeutic action. So 3D printing technology will help you and researchers for predicting the better target so that you can make a proper drug or a medicine accordingly the receptor size and the shape. So 3D printing is playing a major role, especially in the target identification, means where your drug will bind. And target may be your protein, nucleic acid. So in that way, 3D printing will be useful for drug discovery process. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Anybody else want to ask their questions can ask now.
Hello. If you permit me, may I ask one important question?
Yes, yes, please, Dr. Pushpa ma'am. Yes, please.
Sir, actually, see, in most of the drugs, titania is used, as well as silver. Silver is used in ointments. So,
Okay.
to what extent these can be used? Like we can say that these are safe.
Ma'am, देखिए, whatever if we are talking about the any chemicals, you have quoted silver, and I will talk about the different heavy metals also, like mercury, cadmium, and different heavy metals are causing cancers now. So whatever chemicals we are using, maybe a metals like silver, gold, chromium, leads, right? They are very, very injurious to our body. So in even people have misconception in the society that herbals are always safe, but I am completely disagree on that point. Herbals are not safe because so many excess content, so many heavy metals also. In a same way, If we are using silver in any cream, we need to fix the quantity. Again, we need to check for which purpose we are using. If we are using for a short-term purpose, for a sometimes, that is okay. So it's all depending on the loading dose and maintaining dose of that particular formulation. So everything is reported in IPC, that is Indian Pharmacopoeia, USP, and you can refer IP. If we are talking about the Indian pharmaceutical industries, they have already clearly mentioned the limit of each and every chemicals in the formulation. So when I am saying everything can be poisonous, this is the matter of quantity, whatever we are taking. So chemical directory is available. You can note my number from these slides. We can share some literature which is related to the amount and the quantity, and we have different websites also. We can check the quantity which is permitted as per the regulatory guideline for the different formulation also. So thank you so much for a nice question that is about the toxicity, and we need to focus on the toxicity first. Then we can think about the safety first. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.